So, the second most important lesson I learned from the Singapore Army. Well, as I said before, the bullying continued and its unknown nature was the worst thing. You never knew every person you saw out of the corner was going to give you trouble or not. So I couldn't transfer out, so one day I just stood by the bell being very dejected, and JV stood beside me one day. And JV was the clerk of the camp. And he was not unfit, but the thing is that he had declared he was openly gay. And so usually when that happens, they put you in admin positions. And he stood there, he looked at me, and he said, look, tomorrow onwards, you will be in the clerk section. You have two choices. You can continue as you are, or you can just do as you're told. And I promise you, it will get better. It's up to you. And he walks away. So that day, during aero cleaning, I'm sweeping the floor, as usual. And at the end was Dragon and his gang. They were sitting there smoking, not cleaning the area at all, obviously. And one of them was sitting on the stone table with his foot on the stone bench. They see me, and then he goes, come here. Xing jiao. And then I walk over, sighing inside, and I stood there, and he throws a cigarette onto the floor. And he goes, pick it up. And I go, and I sweep it up, and I go, anything else private? You know, I don't say anything back, anything I did, which they were expecting. Even they were shocked by a bit, but they reacted very quickly. All of them started throwing the cigarettes onto the floor. And I swept out everyone. And at the end, I said, anything else that I can help with? Being very sincere, by the way. Well, they had nothing else to throw, so they started throwing insults. And they all like, oh, you think you're so smart, is it? Wow, look at me, my England very good, huh? And I won't lie, just taking it non-stop, I started to tear up a bit. From behind me, I hear a voice say, stop it. And I turn, it's JV, and JV beckons me over. And I stand beside him. And he looks at all of them and he goes, all right, here's the thing, tomorrow onwards, he is in the clerk department. He is under my protection. If he mistreats you or disrespects you anyway, you talk to me, I will punish him. But you all need to stop this from now on. Because if you bully him, you bully the clerks. Understand? Now Dragon hears this and he's not happy. He stands like, hey JV, why you protect this fucker? You know he see by one, right? And one look from JV like that. One look, Dragon backed off. And he looks at me. And Dragon says, you lucky JV protect you. I'm watching you. And he walks over, his entire group stands up and walk away. Now you must understand why someone like Dragon who's a gangster is afraid of JV. And the main thing is because he's the off clerk. Something that I will inherit one day. And long story short, off is not an entitlement. It's something given in camp. And if you mess with the off clerk, you tend to make it very hard to get your reward. So, I basically turned, and I'm just flabbergasted that someone stood up to Dragon, right? And I turn to JV and I go, thank you. I don't know what to say. He goes, don't worry about it, but just work hard from now on. All right? Do as you're told. And I go, you have my loyalty. And he goes, oh, don't be so dramatic. Just see you tomorrow, all right? And finish the cleanup. And I did it. And that was how my life changed in the army. That lesson being something very simple. Sometimes you have to put away your pride and work with people. I could be here right now and tell you, like, I fought for every right I have and everything like that. But at the end of the day, sometimes survival is more important than anything, because if you survive, you can change things. Whereas you fight to the death, maybe some good will come from it. But truth be told, you're still dead. So, that's it. Next time, we'll talk about how a guy ended up in military prison over a rabbit. So if you want to hear that story, come back next time. Till next word.